information that is personally relevant um, to practitioners, but also to educators as well. And then so we try to make our research as publicly accessible as possible through this public education on this last point that's here. And so it's trying to translate our research that is, again, pertinent to our academic circles, but then we want to make it as accessible as possible, because it doesn't do any good if it's sitting on a shelf and only being used within our academic circles. We want to get it out there and leverage it as best as possible. And so, as I highlighted before, we are academics, and our research is our bread and butter. That's how we advance in our current jobs, and we want to create new knowledge and understanding. And that's what sport ecology is really all about at its core, and then it builds out from there. But sport ecology, we want to study the bidirectional relationship between sport and the natural environment. And while there is great understanding in a lot of different areas, we can really start to highlight how sport can be used as a platform to educate and draw awareness to urgent climate action. And so each one of our team members within the sport ecology group focuses on different areas. So we cover a broad range of areas. For instance, Madeline focuses on climate vulnerabilities and adaptations, and the ways that sport organizations are responding to that. And then myself looking at kind of fan engagement campaigns, primarily on how do we promote sustainable behaviors amongst sports spectators and even participants. And you can go to our website and look at different research summaries for some of the things that we have done. And if there's ways that we can kind of translate that for you and what you're doing, we're more than happy to do that and engage with you to, again, use and leverage sport as a way to engage new audiences and getting students to think of environmental impacts and environmental sustainability in other ways. And some other kind of aspects of the sport ecology group, Madeline does have a wonderful podcast called Climate Champions. We're now completed the second season, and I would really highly recommend that you check that out. You can find that through our website, sportecology.org, and you can find out from different professionals the ways that they're addressing environmental sustainability, sport ecology aspects in their organizational operations. And there's also some other team members of ours on there, so you can learn about their particular areas and reach out to them if there's something of interest to you. And then, to grow this movement and to ensure that there's more educators in the future that are addressing this aspect at higher education levels, and then hopefully it again permeates throughout the educational system, we do have a grad student mentoring initiative, and this is for master's, graduate students, and then also doctoral students. We found that while they might be in their educational experiences, they do want to focus on this. There's a passion, especially amongst younger generations, for examining environmental sustainability, in particular within the sport sector. So we wanted to offer an opportunity to provide more context for them so that they can have content experts in those areas. And so that's what our team does. And we've been gracious enough to have participants from throughout the world join into our program. And in this year's cohort, we have 16 students that are involved. So it's a really fruitful program that we also offer. Other opportunities that we have and opportunities that we might be able to translate for you and your students to be involved. We have green teams, and so we regularly partner with large sporting events here in North America, but this could also be parlayed into regional events and local events in your respective countries. But there's opportunities for students to serve as ambassadors to talk about environmental sustainability. So they're able to kind of apply the skill sets that they learn in a practical way, and then be able to adapt and be able to have real conversations about this. And like Madeline mentioned, there's a lot of disinformation that's out there, and it's not just pertaining to North America in particular, but you can really start to learn how to properly engage and have these communications and conversations without, with being as respectful as possible and being fact driven. And so that's a really important opportunity that students get through these experiences. And again, on behalf of Madeline and myself, again, we like to thank you for listening in. We wanted to have a little bit of a short and sweet presentation, but if you want to get in touch with us, our contact information is here. Again, Madeline's at SUNY Cortland in upstate New York, and then I'm down here in Texas. And so again, we would love for you to visit our website and contact us for any information that we can provide you, because that helps us improve our organization as well. So thank you very much.